Today on the show, AI versus travel agents. What you need to know. Is AI going to replace your job? Can it beat me in an itinerary to itinerary matchup? If you want to find out, keep on watching. That's what we're doing on the show today. All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We bring you amazing content every single week to help you grow your travel businesses, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, type a little "I'm new" in comments. I'd love to welcome you to our community. And if you are new, you might not know who I am. I'm Cyndi Williams, the CEO and founder of Wanderlust Campus, which as of last week, we found out, guys, we're on the Inc. 5000 this year for fastest growing companies, private companies in the entire United States. Super excited about that. Why are we one of the fastest growing companies? Because we help you grow your travel businesses. You can find all of our information at travelschool.com if you are not already a travel agent, or if you are a travel agent that really wants to grow. We can show you the systems, processes, all of our proven systems that will help you get there. Check it out over at travelschool.com. But today we are talking about artificial intelligence. What to do about it? Are you scared? Do you think it's going to replace your job? Whew, that's a lot, right? I want you to take a deep breath. I know this AI wave has taken over everything this year, right? And everybody's thinking about it. But I want to just give you a little comfort. I have been in this industry for 31 years now. 31 years. I started when I was a baby at 19 years old. You guys can do the math on that. And I've learned a lot of things in my 30 plus years, my 3+ decades in this industry. And that is, you have to embrace change. You have to remember, when I started, there was no internet. Like, we didn't have cell phones yet when I started. That's how long I've been riding this wave in the travel industry. And one thing I've learned, because when the internet came, for example, they said, oh, this is going to get rid of all the agencies. And yes, adjustments had to be made. A lot of the mom and pops couldn't make the shifts fast enough, but it didn't put us out of business, right? You had to learn to embrace the internet. Quickly, the internet became so much information that people still needed our help to kind of navigate. AI is very similar to that as well. After 9/11 is another one. They said the industry will never recover after the COVID pandemic. The industry will never recover. Here we are, stronger than ever. So take this with a grain of salt. The whole AI, people being scared about it. I don't want you to be fearful. I want you to be on the front end of it, which is how can you leverage it for your growth. So we're going to talk about today a couple ways you can leverage it. We're also going to do a quick little matchup, itinerary to itinerary, to show you, maybe you've never even played around with how AI works, but we're going to show you why it cannot replace the core functions yet of a job for a travel advisor. So we're going to do that too. We're going to talk about how things it can help you with and things it absolutely can't replace. So I want to get to the fun stuff first. Let's jump in and do a quick little AI versus Cyndi for a Disney itinerary. So I live here in Orlando. We just moved here, but I've been selling Disney for as long as I've been in the industry. So we're going to take a peek. Yes, I'm getting the glasses on. This is serious business. We're going to take a peek at what this looks like. Let me pull up my screen here. So I am in ChatGPT. You've probably heard of ChatGPT. If you haven't, it's pretty common AI. There's other ones that are out there. But I've preloaded in, you'll see I have not hit enter yet because I am as curious as you are as to what this is going to say. And I kind of used just a typical family with typical things going on. So I said, I'm building a travel itinerary for a family of 4. They're VIP clients, and who I kind of had in mind in my brain was my husband at the time, because he's what I would consider a VIP client. He doesn't like to wait in line. He doesn't like to do all that stuff. He always wants kind of those top tier options when we're booking a vacation. And I said they want to go to Disney World for 3 nights and go to Universal for 2 nights during October. They have 2 teenagers that love Halloween. Build an itinerary that includes air from Austin, Texas, with hotels, transfers, and possible events they should attend. Also, the mom needs a scooter because she is going to be recovering from knee surgery. Also make suggestions for things they should see at Disney World and Universal. So you see, I've put in some typical things here, and this is going to be interesting to see what it kicks back. So let's hit enter. and let it do all of its magic. Oh, there we go. All right, coming in hot now. So I'm going to wait for it to populate here, and then we'll read through it kind of together. So this is what it has put together. Now, keep in mind, AI can't ask questions back, and that becomes a challenge, because if you're working with a real client, you're going to have to elaborate on some of these things, like she had knee surgery. Does she, do you need me to set up the scooter? Is she going to be bringing her own? So I'm interested to see how it handles things like that, but let's take a look at it. So it says travel dates. It's basically giving me generic dates. It says exact dates to be determined. A traveling party of 4, 2 adults, 2 teenagers, special requirements, a scooter for the mother, VIP experiences, and Halloween themed activities. So it captured all of that up front. So it's recommending whatever day I pick in October that we book first class flights from Austin. It doesn't have the airlines listed. I know coming from Austin, my favorite would be Delta, because it has a nonstop every single day. And this particular client, maybe they have a frequent flyer, maybe they don't, but I know the best nonstop out of Austin, at least for this fall, is Delta heading into Orlando. So it didn't know that much information, or maybe it didn't pull the flight schedules because it's not looking at specific days. Arrival into Orlando, VIP meet and greet service at Orlando, including assistance with baggage and private luxury transfer to the hotel. That's great, but who is the VIP meet and greet? I have a guy and a girl. I have a guy named Charlie, and I have another lady named Lenny, who are private drivers that I work with locally in Orlando, and they're fantastic. So I would book that through them, but AI is not recommending a particular service here, so you'd still have to do the research on that. Accommodations, it's saying stay at the Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, top tier luxury with easy access to Magic Kingdom via the monorail. Book 2 adjoining rooms or a suite with a view of the Magic Kingdom. Prearrange scooter rental for the mother and have delivery directly to the hotel. So I love that. I know who delivers directly to the hotel, but again, it's not giving me that information, or it's not giving the client who's looking up that information. A travel agent would still have to do that for them, or they're going to have to do their own research. We already know the answers to that. Now, it picked the Grand Floridian. So in my mind, I was kind of using my own family, with the mom being different because I didn't have knee surgery, but I wanted to throw that scooter in there because I wanted to see how it would handle that. But in my mind, I definitely would have picked a monorail hotel. So I like that it picked one on the monorail, but my family would be going with 2 teenage boys and my husband, none of which are going to love the Grand Floridian. I'm going to love the Grand Floridian. The mom probably would, but I may lean towards the Contemporary or even the Polynesian to have for this particular family that I had in my brain. So I would have kept them on the monorail, so I will give AI credit for doing that. Now, one of the things that's not listed here is for a VIP client, I would definitely offer club level. So that's not mentioned here. If they really are truly VIPs, club level at either the Grand Floridian or over at the Polynesian, any of those would be top notch. I think that would be a better way to improve on this itinerary. Now, evening, Victoria and Albert's. Okay, excuse me. You cannot get reservations for Victoria and Albert's for months and months and months. So if I'm booking this for October, I have personally been looking for Victoria and Albert's for my own 20th anniversary. You cannot get a reservation. So while this is a nice suggestion, it's not actually going to happen in real life unless you are really, really diligent. And so that's nothing I would definitely want to promise a client until I knew I could get that reservation. So that is that's a big one on the AI. That sure, it's great to suggest and it would be nice if they can get it, but probably not going to happen. And also for this family, I don't think bringing teenagers to Victoria and Albert's, that's actually not a good scene. They're not going to enjoy that. That's not going to be good for anyone. It would be better for them to enjoy something like the California Grill or something that's going to be more family friendly. If they're going to do Victoria and Albert's just for the mom and dad, maybe, but then they're leaving their teenagers alone. So I don't really like that suggestion at all. And then event, attend Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom. I think that's a good suggestion. Event runs from 7 p.m. to midnight and includes Halloween themed parades, fireworks, and character meet and greets. Now, I will say that's a great suggestion, but it will depend on how many days they actually want to do park days, and do they want to pay for a special event and a park day? Because most of the time, if they're going for 3 or 4 days, they're going to get like a 3-day park pass. So it just depends if they want to add that cost on. But if they are true VIPs, they might want to do that. It wouldn't hurt to have that in there as a suggestion. So it's saying day 2. So they're saying on arrival day, okay, I don't like this. Okay, there's one more reason this is not working at all. So you're telling me on the day they fly in from Austin, get to the hotel where they can't check in until 4 o'clock, they're going to go to the fanciest dinner at Victoria and Albert's, which by the way is like a 3-hour experience and doesn't even open till evening hours. And they're totally going to miss, why would you do Victoria Albert's and do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party? No, AI failed. Day 1, Cyndi wins. I'm calling that one. Okay, day 2, going into Magic Kingdom for the first full park day. And again, it didn't ask, the AI doesn't know if we're dealing with teenage boys, teenage girls, or how the family feels about the different parks. I am curious to see which parks it picked and which one it left out. In my family that I'm thinking of, my family would want to go to Epcot, Magic, and Hollywood. So I would want to go to Magic Kingdom, but again, I'm going to get outvoted by the boys in my group. That's okay though. We'll just call that one kind of an even, and let's see how it did for the day at Magic Kingdom. So AI is suggesting a private VIP tour for the day, ensuring minimal wait times and customized ride selections based on interest. Nothing wrong with that if they truly want to pay for that park pass and the VIP experience. But an alternate suggestion would be you can teach your clients about the new multi-pass that allows them to skip some of the lines and do the different things and kind of do their day in the way that they want to. Now, with a VIP personal tour, you can actually kind of pick their rides as well. So we'll call that a draw. I would offer them both suggestions. They're going to save a lot of money and be able to spend it on other things if they go the multi-pass route. All right, suggested rides. Haunted Mansion, I think that's great because we told it loved Halloween. That's a good suggestion. Space Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I think those are all pretty good suggestions based on the fact this is kind of a fall theme trip, or they love Halloween, so they picked all the spooky kind of rides, which is fun as well. Now, it missed the brand new Tiana ride, which if these are VIP clients, they're used to coming to Disney, they're going to want to do the new stuff. So I would definitely be adding that into this list, as well as a few other things that I would probably recommend. Now, lunch at Be Our Guest is not gonna be a win for 2 teenage boys. They're not necessarily gonna care about Beauty and the Beast, at least in my family. But again, that's me knowing the family that I'm helping. So that suggestion could be altered to a different restaurant or one that fits for everybody. But again, not a terrible suggestion. Is considered a higher tier restaurant. And then enjoy attractions with VIP access. Ooh, it's got Splash Mountain on there. Splash Mountain's not a thing anymore. Another strike 2 for AI. This is already an outdated itinerary. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and Jungle Cruise. So Big Thunder Mountain would be cool for teenage boys. I'm not sure they're going to love Jungle Cruise. They're not going to be calling me and thanking me as their travel agent for sending them on Jungle Cruise. Now, evening, have dinner at the California Grill located at Disney's Contemporary Resort. View of the fireworks. I think that's a great suggestion because, again, if the mom's in a scooter, they can just take that monorail, go to the Contemporary. Nothing wrong with that. And then watch the Happily Ever After fireworks show from the restaurant or the VIP viewing area at the Magic Kingdom. So giving a couple options there. I don't see anything there. So we're strike 2 for AI, guys, so far. Let's go into day 3 and see what that's looking like. Now, AI wants to squeeze Epcot and Hollywood Studios into one day. So I was curious if it was going to leave a park out. It did leave a park out. So it's looking at, because the first day they already went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom. So they got to ride, if they really did that, and well, first of all, they're never going to pull that off because the Victoria Albert's carbuncle happening there. But let's just say they went right back to the same park the next day. AI's got 3 strikes already, but let's finish this itinerary. You see how this just isn't working if you really know what you're doing from a Disney perspective. So anyway, day 3, now it's trying to, so instead of sending it to a different park on the second day, it's trying to squeeze everything or as much as it can into the next day. So we're not going to Animal at all, which is my teenage boy's favorite park. So that would have been a fail as well. But let's see how it's going to squeeze all this in one day, since there's so much to do in both of those parks, especially because we're talking about Star Wars and Toy Story, which are always boys' favorites, even if they're teenagers. And then Epcot is huge. It's basically like 2 parks in one. So it says start at Epcot for a relaxing exploration of the World Showcase. No, why would you start in Epcot in the World Showcase when it doesn't open until 11 o'clock? You're already lost like 3 hours of your productive schedule. Whew, AI. I mean, we're on like 4th now. 4 or 5, I don't know. Cyndi has won this round. I'm calling it. Tell me in comments what you're thinking so far about this terrible itinerary that AI has given to your clients. So World Showcase doesn't even open till 11. And then they're saying ride Frozen Ever After, Soarin', Test Track. I mean, Soarin' and Test Track are fine for teenagers. I don't think any teenager really is going to be like, yay, Frozen. So I probably would have left that one off. And again, we're already 3 hours behind, because if you start in the showcase, it's a mess. Then it's saying go to lunch at La Cillier Steakhouse in Canada Pavilion. Love that suggestion. If they're VIP clients, that would spot on. I give full credit where credit's due. In the afternoon, take a transfer to Hollywood Studios for the afternoon of adventure. Now, it doesn't say private transfer or how to transfer, but you could just go from Epcot over to Hollywood. That's not a big deal. Suggested attractions, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror. No issues with the ride suggestions, but I'm just realizing, remember it suggested the VIP day at Magic? Why wouldn't you do the VIP day when you're doing 2 parks? Because then they're going to do the VIP. If you have to do so much in one day, do the VIP where it goes to 2 parks. You could have done that. I would have used the VIP dollars if they're going to do that on this day, if this is really what they wanted to do. Evening, it's saying attend Brown Derby, upscale dining location. No issues there. I think that's a great suggestion for this particular family. And then attend the Phantasmic Nighttime Spectacular. Good suggestion there as well. So as you guys are starting to see the cracks in foundation, we haven't even got to Universal yet. So this is getting kind of into a long itinerary, and I feel like I've already won the show on this one. So we're going to pause there just for a second. All right, so that was very enlightening. I know I didn't go through the Universal stuff. You guys can go put that same itinerary in and see what it spits out for you if you're very, very curious. But it's gonna take all day to get all the cracks in the foundation. But I think you guys get the idea. Like, AI can only do so much. It's not great at that whole interpersonal. So I want to talk about the things AI can't really do for you, and then I want to talk about the things it absolutely can in ways we are already using it in our business, because we are using it in different ways to better our customer experience and several other things to kind of automate and systematize and things like that. AI is not going to understand empathy and personal touch. Understanding that, like, if this, also we didn't talk about the fact that mom is in the scooter and transferring, to the different parks and things like that. But also the ability to ask additional questions to get to really is what is best for your clients. What you do that's so special as a travel advisor, travel agent, is understanding your clients' needs, able to qualify them, ask additional questions, and really build and collaborate on something that's going to be absolutely perfect for their vacation. AI is not there yet. You have no worry in the foreseeable future of that happening. Complex problem solving. So you saw the problems that came up just in that little half of itinerary. Like, I didn't even get halfway through the week. And I'm like, wait, if you did Victoria Albert's, why would you also pay, by the time you buy 4 tickets for Mickey's Very Merry, you would not, those are 2 very expensive purchases. Okay, we're talking about $1,000 plus to eat at Victoria Albert's. We're talking almost, for $600-700 for, depending on what they're charging for that night for Mickey's Not So Scary. And then they're going to conflict time-wise because this experience lasts longer. So it could not solve that problem. And it just thought, oh, this is a good recommendation out there on the internet. Throw all this stuff together. But it created a problem that your clients would have been mad if you charged them both those high amounts on the day they got there nonetheless, and tried to squeeze all of that in. So it's not solving those complex problems. That really needs that human touch as well. AI also cannot build that relationship with your clients to understand, oh, you have teenage boys, what kind of things do they like? Do they like Star Wars? Are they into Epcot? Are they into science? Are they into, who were their favorite characters when they were little? Like having that whole building the relationship and building the rapport, having the empathy for the mom hurting her knee and just really making sure you're doing extra things to care for that. It's not doing that relationship building yet. So the other thing you have to be really careful, and I've seen travel professionals, travel advisors make this mistake. They go to AI and say, what is the policy in this country about this? Or what is XYZ? Remember, it's only as good as what is archived on the internet. And that's the issue with AI right now. You cannot use it for current policies or things that changed yesterday or things that are happening in real time. It does not work. And what was the biggest example of that? It told us to go to Splash Mountain. There's no Splash Mountain. How embarrassed would you be if you sent your clients an itinerary that had Splash Mountain on it and they're literally like, what? This is months ago. Splash Mountain has been closed for a long time, and just several months ago the new ride is out, right? So that would have been an embarrassing kind of situation. So it's not able to do even that. And when I say not just real time, but it hasn't even indexed stuff that was launched months ago yet to have the new information out there. It still thinks Splash Mountain is a thing. So that's a problem. Now, let's talk about, we've done the things that can't do. We're all feeling better. Oh, Cyndi, thank goodness. I still want to be a travel agent, all the things, right? Which, by the way, if you are thinking about being a travel agent, make sure you grab our masterclass. You can go to careersonvacation.com/masterclass. This is going to walk you through everything you need to know about the travel industry, all of your different entry points, how to get started. This will make sure you don't make mistakes early on in your journey. And even if you are started, but you're feeling lost, that also can help you out as well. So check that out. But let's talk about what AI can help you with. I am a big fan of technology. That's one of the reasons why we made that Inc. 5000 list, because we took the old travel school model and modernized it with technology and tech to create these proven systems that we give to travel agents and travel advisors so they can blow their businesses up and make them really, really big, right? Everything is tested and tried and true, but we leverage technology whenever possible. So when new stuff comes out, I am the first one to go, how can this help me? How can I leverage it? I embrace change. I love change. I figure out what doesn't work really well, and I'm really good at figuring out what does work well, testing it, making sure it works, and then applying it to the lens of how it can help our travel advisor, travel professional community. So with AI, there are some things that can help you right now. So first thing is automation of routine tasks. AI can help you automate those things that are kind of repetitive in your business, booking confirmation, itinerary updates, customer inquiries. It can help save you time and kind of reduce the chances of human error. So for some of those things, I really like to add AI in, as long as you still have that personal human oversight as you're implementing. Predictive analysis. This is a good one too. AI can really predict travel trends, customer demands, what has been happening in the marketplace historically, or flight delays, weather issues, things like that are potential threats or things that could happen during a particular season based on historical data. So that can really help you get a good gauge on proactively understanding or creating solutions and forming your clients based on the information it can tell you to help you with your own predictive analysis. So you can use it kind of as a sneaky little cliff notes to then use forward as you are booking your clients' vacations. Chatbots and virtual assistants. I've been testing chatbots for years. We've had chatbots in the past. We've used them for different projects and different things. Even in some of our communications, we have chatbots out there working for us still today. So I love a good chatbot if you train it well. It's like a little pet. I like to think of it like train it well, give it good logic so it can help the clients that you serve. One of the ways that we also implemented kind of an AI type software is in our own help solutions. So if one of my students is like, oh, where was that thing? They can type it into a little chat bot area and it will find it on the site and point my students in the right direction. So that's a good example of how we're leveraging that tech. We're training it. And also, if our students have certain questions, we already know the top 100 things that travel agents are asking when they're in this particular module or that particular module. It can then respond back to them, which is super helpful. So we try to use those as much as possible on our different sites and within businesses that we run, and have found that to be really good. Virtual assistants, AI-powered virtual assistants can handle customer service inquiries 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I run another brand called Wanderlust Social, which is our sister company to Wanderlust Campus. Wanderlust Social helps is kind of like the marketing department for the travel industry. Wanderlust Campus is the training department for the travel industry. But over on Wanderlust Social, I tested this first, and I use this software to actually load into our site, and we created logic trees for our little chat bot over there. So as people have questions, kind of the same thing. They can ask their questions over there and it will respond back with the answer or point them in the right direction. If it can't answer, then it will send it to a real human to open a support ticket and we can help them from there. But that works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you don't pay it anything. So it's really, really a smart way to leverage technology and also better serve our customer base over there as well. Another way that AI systems are helping a lot of companies is with fraud detection. So this is one of those things where it can kind of recognize other AI and things like that, figure out if there's a security issue. So that's another way that we're learning about AI and areas where we can implement things to catch those fraudsters, because nobody wants a fraudster in their business as well. So understand these aspects of AI. As a travel agent, you can leverage these good things, and you can rest assured you are still very much needed in the world of the travel industry. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you guys to see. I want to thank my development team who gave me this idea. They said, you need to do an AI versus Cyndi kind of call, and I did not look any of that stuff up ahead of time. I literally was like, let's just see what it says, and I'll go through it as if I was selling it. And you should do the same. If you're worried about it for your niches, ChatGPT is free. You can sign up for an account. It's really easy. And it'll just set your heart at ease to know that, oh my gosh, I would never do this, or I would never recommend that, because you are the expert in your field. And even if you're not an expert yet, and you are not a certified travel professional, reach out to us at travelschool.com. I want to remind you guys that at Careers on Vacation, that's our most popular program within Wanderlust Campus. This is the program where we will teach you our proven systems on how to not only set up your architecture, what is your tech stack, but we will teach you how to book the most effective ways, how to work with your clients, how to close those sales, how to build your marketing machine and get that running. It is our absolute joy and honor to help you guys, and you get so many tools inside Wanderlust Campus. You're looking at our Booking Academy right here. It's one of our newest tools that we've released and is one of our most popular. You get a goal tracker, you get a whole stack of resources for the lifetime of your career as a travel advisor, as well as access to our partner portal where you can get discounts and all kinds of goodies for being a Wanderlust Campus alumni. So definitely check that out. And we do have the most video case studies in the industry. This is why we're on the Inc. 5000 this year, guys. It's thanks to the people you're seeing on screen right now, my team. The human touch makes all the difference when you are getting your business not just set up, but scaling it and getting into massive growth mode. That is our specialty in the industry, helping you get there. So visit us over at careersonvacation.com/ready now if you'd like to apply for the program, or if you just want to schedule a free goal mapping session, follow the link that you're seeing on screen. The enrollments team will map your goals with you, see if it is a match to work together or what the best path is for you, and we will help you. Our whole goal in the industry is to be the cornerstone educators in the travel industry, and sometimes that means helping you a little, and sometimes it means helping you a lot. Either way, we wish you so much love, so much abundance. I'll see you guys out in the world. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all the content available to you on our channel. And I invite you to follow along, travel with me around the world as I grow and scale my travel businesses. You're gonna pick up some great tips, some great tricks on how you can grow your own travel brand too. I'm gonna drop some links down below, and also check out these videos I handpicked just for you.